All right, let me paint you a picture. I've closed a lot of big enterprise deals in my time across different regions. And you know what my biggest enemy was? Not pricing, not objections, just plain old admin. Seriously, all that CRM updates, all these internal recaps, it was killing my momentum way more than any buyer ever did. Here is what I mean and how to fix it. I'm Jelena. You're watching AI4Sales Edge. Real stories, real results, no fluff. Before I got any AI involved, half of my week would just disappear into stuff that had nothing to do with actual selling. That's like 20 hours gone every week. This is not just inefficient, but totally unaffordable time-wise. So I was thinking, if someone else could just handle this admin crap, I would actually be out there closing deals. And now this is exactly what I got. With AI tools like Copilot or Gong doing the follow-ups and CRM updates in real time, suddenly I've got hours back. And that's exactly how teams at PwC Middle East or Dubai World Trade Center are reclaiming 10, 15, even 20 hours a week for actual selling. This is not just efficiency, it's revenue. Let me show you how this shift looks when real companies here in the region put it to work. Take Dubai Diva, for example. They become one of the first public entities globally to roll out Microsoft Copilot at scale. And what happened? They started auto-summarizing meetings and streamlining workflows. What used to take days, now just take hours. In a government setting, that means less time stuck in admin and more time improving customer service. Or look at PwC Middle East. They're not just talking about AI, they are using it. They brought in Copilot internally to simplify all those documents prep and client communications. And now their clients are asking, what can we automate next? And then there is a Gong and Salesforce Einstein. These two are helping teams auto-analyze calls and update the CRM in real time. So it's not just about little tweaks. It's about giving salespeople their time back so they can focus on actual selling. In other words, it's not just automation, it's taking control of revenue. So what does all this mean depending on your role? Let's break it down. If you're a sales leader, your job is to get your salespeople out of CRM and back in front of the buyers. If you're RevOps, you need facts, not fiction. So no more building reports on guesswork. And if you are a CRO, stop chasing pipeline updates and just get the real truth so you can focus on closing deals. In other words, let AI cut the noise so you can run the play. And here's the real talk. Nobody wants their top salespeople stuck doing admin work. They should be on calls and in meetings, not buried in back-end tasks. AI takes that low-value work off their plate and give them time back to actually make money. When you look at the big picture, leaders are not asking if AI builds trust. They're wondering why their best closers are writing follow-up emails. CFOs don't need more headcounts. They just need to justify the one they have. And there is a proof. AI can give you 30% more sales hours without hiring anyone new. So how do you go from knowing this to actually doing it? You don't need a full AI overhaul tomorrow. Just pick one task that's draining your team, like follow-up emails, and let Copilot or Gong Assist handle it for a week. See how much time you get back, then scale from there. If your best sellers are stuck doing admin, you're losing deals because of your process, not your product or service. Remember, it's not just a technical upgrade, it's a sales strategy. If you're serious about scaling sales and not admin, subscribe and ask your team this week, what's taking up most of their time that shouldn't? And fix that first.